Welcome to Courageous Conviction. Remember that Jeff and I record each Saturday 5 episodes. So please hit the like button, subscribe so you catch all 5 episodes. We usually start out with one theme or topic. We have to go down a lot of rabbit holes to really understand it. Some things are more sensitive than others right now, what's going on in the world. So hit the like button, subscribe, and let's jump into this video. This has been a very, very, very good interview and conversation. I appreciate sharing this with us. This all happened, the temple you went to probably what, a month ago?
Yes, it's been a month.
Okay, and I'm going to ask a personal question, Sharon. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But a month ago, you've come back after all this time, and then this last week, you've got some medical news, but you don't have to go into details, but it could be life-threatening.
It is life-threatening. Well, it is life-threatening. Yeah, I was told that I have cancer of the bladder, and I've been in and out of the hospital over the last year with abdominal problems. I was diagnosed with diverticulitis, but there's just an awful lot of pain and discomfort in my abdominal area besides the bladder. So, and then this bladder issue has been going on for 2.5 years. So I don't know if they said there's several tumors, a large one and several. So I don't know that if it started there and has eaten through the bladder, but we'll find out next week.
Now, you know that the results of that could be chemo and could be a decline of life and everything, right? You understand that.
Oh, I know that.
But I asked you how you felt, and how do you feel about that, right? I mean, I would be like concerned, things of that nature. How do you feel?
I'm grateful for the life that I've had, and for finding my husband, or for having both husbands. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my family, and I'm so grateful that I have Jesus Christ and God in my life, and I know where I'm going. I don't know which kingdom I'm going to, but I know that this isn't it, and that it's going to be better.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and I tell you, I can testify to that
believing in God.
That's true. And then it's so simple too, that if we just don't abandon our belief in Jesus Christ, we're promised a glory. All we have to do is believe in Jesus Christ, we're promised a glory.
Yeah.
Right. And then according to our intelligence we gather and how we apply that intelligence and our understanding we gather, that qualifies us for exaltation.
Well, right? I feel like, I've run into friends that I felt like I've known forever. Well, we probably knew each other in the spirit world, is what we laugh and have said to one another. But when you come down here to gain knowledge, you come to this world to gain knowledge. And that's what I'm a little irritated with myself, is that I let myself quit gaining knowledge of more by staying away from the church. Whereas when you're in the church, you are gaining knowledge all the time, every day, when you're active in the church.
Yeah, if you're following the commandments of reading the Book of Mormon, I mean, the Book of Mormon is to be our survival manual going forward. Coming and I can testify. That's my whole purpose for the church. I mean, I see more division today than I did 35 years ago.
Well, that's what that's what the Book of Mormon says. It tells you that that's going to happen. Yeah, it's predicted everything that we're going through now and what we have yet to go through. What's coming up.
Yeah, it's prophesied all this. Yeah, it has. And so that we cling to that. And I think that, that's what people need to hold on to right now with these trying times.
Oh, they do.
Is the fact that we have the Savior there. We have hope in that. And I think it's why you see a lot of that emphasized in general conference. Instead of the old talks, like we were talking earlier, the older talks, 1986, President Benson gives a worldwide devotional on the Constitution and the importance of the Constitution, the role that Constitution plays in the church, and that it's for everybody in the church in the whole world, right? You don't hear that much. Elder Oaks tried that a few years ago and a lot of backlash on the global level, right? But there's so much there. But if we just hold on to the faith, it gives us hope.
Faith is hope. I mean, it keeps you going every day. it's a beautiful thing. You wake up in the morning, and I've been back active in the church for 2.5 years now. And it's just, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I look forward to going to church on Sunday.
And then before I said we're going to stop here, but I want to jump. You said something just now that I think is important for our viewers to listen to. You said back acting in the church 2.5 years. I know you, and I saw your road back, and that initial road back wasn't something that you just got here and said, I'm going to church, I've stopped all my bad habits, and I'm going to church.
Right.
That 2.5 years to get to the temple a month ago was a process of building up, abandoning certain bad habits and things you've developed, right?
Well, I did a lot of praying, and prior to even moving back here, 6 months before I moved back here, I did a lot of praying about going back to church and being active, knowing that I wouldn't be able to drink. I love to have a Corona every once in a while. And if I go out, maybe I'd like to have a glass of wine. And I thought, wow, I won't be able to do that anymore if I want to be active in church. And it was nothing. It took me 6 months, and I had no desires. I got over the desire. The only time that I would have a desire in that 6 months was during the summer in the heat after I do yard work. Oh, nothing like a Corona. Oh, and
Go ahead.
No, and I just drink Canada Dry ginger ale now. If I have that thirst or whatever, it's nothing. I mean, it's just.
Well, here
so
on this channel, Courageous Conviction, we talk about the hard to talk about, the Section 88, 77 through 81. And so, we're talking about the reality of things so that everybody can relate. We're humans, and we run through these trials. Sometimes at church, we don't talk about certain things at church that maybe we should, and maybe we should. Maybe we talk about the stuff like this on the podcast. But in this podcast, we try to talk about these difficult things. Well, Bonnie, I just want to say this. I appreciate you taking the time here, and glad to see you back on the covenant path, that you're strong in this. We wish you the best and everything for your health going forward. And we're thankful for the message you've given our viewers. This will be out there in not just YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, and Spotify, but all of our areas that we have put this out, and it'll be there for years for people to share in your testimony.
Good.
So we thank you for that. Courageous Conviction. If you like this kind of content, we intend to do more interviews with people and hear their stories of how they came back and they overcame the challenges that once pushed them and pulled them away from their Savior or from their covenant path in the church, Christ Latter-day Saints. And if you like this kind of content, please do us a favor, subscribe down below. It's free. It costs you nothing. And give us a thumbs up. It helps us in the algorithms to get this message out. Bonnie's testimony of the church and her comeback. And we again thank you for that. And we'll see you in our next video. I thank you for being with us on Courageous Conviction. Remember, there's 5 episodes each week that we put out. We have to go down a lot of rabbit holes, so stay with us. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and don't miss tomorrow's episode on Courageous Conviction.